Morgan, thank you very much for having me on the show. It's nice to see you again.
So let's talk a little bit about how you were able to navigate what's been a very challenging environment. The fact that there have been labor issues, supply chain disruptions, and yet operating income for the quarter of $1.6 billion was up 9% year over year. How were you able to do that?
Well, we are very happy with the quarter. It's about 11% on an adjusted basis. And I think what I'm even more excited about is actually the future. We are in the center of a fast-growing e-commerce environment. We've actually taken up the range for the rest of the year, and we're setting up for a great fiscal year 23 as well. So the whole point here is that we had some headwinds in the first quarter, we had headwinds in the second quarter, as we have the last week. We had 111,000 applicants to the FedEx team member family. And, when you think about that in context, in May, that number was 52,000. So we have significantly more applicants coming into the FedEx team. And because of that, the headwinds that we saw in the first half will recede in the second half. And we are in the middle of a very strong demand and pricing environment.
Interesting. I just want to dig into that a little bit more. Why do you think that you are seeing more applicants come to FedEx now?
Well, we've taken some very bold action, whether it's wage rates, whether it's, benefits, whether it's flexibility of working hours, whether the way we approach. And so a combination of all those activities, and we are seeing great momentum here. And because of that, we expect that the margins in our business get better in the second half.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the outlook as well, because Wall Street was certainly keyed up on that. Is it safe to say that the worst of the labor and supply chain costs is past for the company?
Well, we had roughly $470 million of headwind in this quarter. Roughly before that, that's what we expected. We don't expect that to continue in the second half, if that's what you're asking. And we also feel, because of the value proposition and the demand that we have in the marketplace, that we were able to improve our operating profit and operating margins in the second half.